Mrs. Donnelly should have been here ages ago. What time is it?
1:15. Just relax, Vanessa. You said yourself she may be running a little late.
Well, that's true. Her job is very demanding. I got the impression that she runs that foundling home almost single-handedly.
Yeah, does she sound nice?
Very nice. Where is she?
Vanessa, please. Now just sit down.
I'm just nervous.
Yes, so am I, but in just a few minutes, Mrs. Donnelly will be here.
Yes. And we'll finally know what's happened to our daughter. I don't want to go home.
Neither do I.
It's just that this trip has been so special. It's like you and I found a little pocket in time where everything is absolutely perfect. I just hate to see it end.
Rita, it's not going to end. Rita, that fun, that passion, that's just beginning. I'm sorry that we had to cut the trip so short, Paul.
That's okay.
I'll make it up to you.
Okay. I understand why you had to go back. And I'm real proud of you for doing the right thing. I am.
I know it's long overdue, but, this time, for certain, I'm going to set Mae free once and for all.
Fletcher, how do I look?
Whoa, you look great. Of course, you look great in that other thing you had on 5 minutes ago.
You like the other one better.
No. This one's fine. Really. You look terrific. Just calm down, all right? Yeah.
I can't help it. I'm finally getting my freedom from Kyle. I'm a little nervous.
You don't think that a divorce is all there is to it, do you?
It's a start.
You want me to get that?
No, that's okay. Hello? Yes, this is she. Well, you were supposed to have someone here 10 minutes ago. Oh, this is highly unprofessional. No, absolutely not. If you can't be relied upon, then I'll take my business elsewhere. Idiots.
What was that all about?
The girl can't come. You see what I told you about these people? They are totally irresponsible.
Just calm down, take it easy, all
Well,
right?
what do I do now? I can't take Ben to Kyle's office.
Me, I'll take care of him.
You will?
Yes, I will. Now, come on, go get the divorce. Huh?
Okay, thank
All right.
you.
Mm-hmm. All right.
I better hurry. I don't want to be late.
Now, look, you sure? You sure you're up to this?
I'll be fine. I'm fine. This meeting will be a cinch.
Did you send that birth certificate to Kyle Sampson? What's the big deal?
Oh, it can't be true.
I was only doing what you told me.
You imbecile. I don't give orders like that. You realize what you've done, Tracy. You've created disaster. You've ruined everything.
Is there a problem with that piece that I chose?
No, I apologize. Mark Tracy has it all set.
Would you can close that, please?
Yes, certainly. If you'd follow me, Dr. Jarrett.
I've got to get that piece of paper back before Kyle sees it. Oh, move.
You must be in the Yvonne Hall kind.
Yes, I'm sorry. I don't have the time right now.
I suggest that you make the time.
Excuse me, sir, but I have to...
I'm Arthur Durant. Alan Spaulding sent me.
And now, Guiding Light. This portion is presented by All Vegetable.
This just came for you, Miss Spaulding. Thank you, Betty.
Well, aren't you going to open it?
Are you still here?
Ah, Cache Gallery. You're in for a treat. India has some lovely things there.
Oh, God, if it's from India, it's probably a bomb.
Well, here, I'll open it.
Well, I insist. I'm sure you know all of India's little tricks and booby traps by now. What is it?
Well, wait a minute.
Ah, here we are.
Oh, it's exquisite. Look.
Yes, it is indeed.
Oh,
Oh, no, I can't imagine India sending me anything this lovely. It's from you, isn't it?
No, I'm afraid not. I haven't felt any generous impulses toward you lately.
So I've noticed. Weren't you on your way out?
I'm gone as soon as I've read the card.
Give me that.
Dear Alexandra, this is to apologize for our misunderstanding after your dinner party the other night. And I hope you'll do me the honor of having dinner with me tonight. Best, Mark Jarrett. Oh, it looks like he's gone a bit over the top, don't you think?
What a lovely gesture.
What's going on between you two?
I hardly know the man.
You know him well enough to have quarreled with him.
So do you.
Yes, but he doesn't send me cut glass to get back into my good graces.
Jealous? I suggest you speak to the shopkeeper. She gets this stuff at cost.
No, you're evading the question. Are you involved with Jarrett?
Involved? What does that mean anymore? You have to admit the man has style.
Is it that, Alexandra, or do you like him because he dislikes me?
Well, it's hard to say. Mark and I have so much in common, I suspect it's a little of both.
Listen, Alex.
No, I'll listen later. I have more important things to do right now.
Such as?
Such as choose a dress for dinner.
Thanks again.
Thank you. Alan sent you?
He said you'd be expecting me.
I see. What exactly is it that you're looking for?
A French Renaissance piece from the court of Francis I.
Describe it.
Gold goblet, beautifully crafted.
Let's get out of the door, Mr.
Durant, Arthur Durant.
Yes, Mr. Durant. Please come over here. Sit down. Make yourself comfortable. I'll be back as soon as I can.
I don't have time for this, Miss Van Holkheim. The buyer I represent is most anxious to complete the transaction.
I understand. I would like to help you right now, but I can't. I have an emergency to attend to. I will be right back.
That's impossible. Perhaps you don't understand the delicacy of this arrangement.
I do, but I have a friend who is in very bad
My
danger.
client is prepared to offer you $200,000 for the goblet.
It's worth...
Very well, then. 250. But that's my final offer, and we have to handle the purchase immediately.
Very well, Mr. Durant. Just please give me a moment, and I will handle my friend's emergency another way.
Sampson Lewis, may I help you?
Yes, this is India Van Holkheim. I need to talk to Kyle Sampson immediately.
I'm sorry, he's not available right now.
This is urgent. I demand that you announce my call and that I speak to him right away.
As I just said, Miss Von Holkheim, he's... Well, may I put you on hold for a minute?
Hurry up.
She wants to speak to Mr. Sampson. She says it's urgent.
I'll take one.
Be my guest.
Hello, India. It's Billy Lewis here. Kyle's out of town right now, but something I can help you with?
Well, I certainly hope so, Billy. You see, I've made the most embarrassing mistake.
Okay, what's the problem?
Kyle came over to my gallery the other day and purchased a photograph. I sent over the invoice.
As a matter of fact, I was just about to open it up right now.
But, Billy, it's addressed to Kyle.
Well, now I'm just clearing up the business here on the desk.
Well, then I can help you with this one. You see, I stupidly overcharged Kyle way too much on the invoice.
And you're admitting that? Say, India, I thought creative bookkeeping was your specialty.
Billy, if you could just do me a favor and make sure that Kyle doesn't see the invoice, I am absolutely mortified. And if he saw it, I'd be so embarrassed. I'll be over to fix it as soon as I can.
I'll tell you. I'll do you one better. I'll have Winnie drop in the mail this afternoon.
No. I've made this mistake, and I want to fix it personally.
Oh, well, you just suit yourself then. Come on by whenever you want.
Thank you.
Hey, no, India. Take it easy.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Well, then, Mr. Durant. Would you come over here?
So you gonna take my brother to the cleaners, huh? Let's see how bad. You said it. You certainly weren't kidding.
Would you like to finish dictating that letter now?
No, I think I'll finish up opening up the rest of the mail.
All right.
Oh, say, Winnie, you didn't happen to track down Mr. Lewis, did you?
Oh, yeah, didn't I tell you? I spoke to Miss Stevens at your house, and she said Mrs. Lewis is at Ross Marler's office. Would you like me to get her for you?
No, I'll track it down myself, thanks.
All right.
I'm fine, thank you, really.
Well, anything you want.
My goodness, such attention. I'm flattered.
Well, we're just so glad you're here.
Yes, we have been looking forward to this meeting.
Well, so have I. I must admit, I was thrilled to have your call at Little Angels. Now, tell me, how much do you have in mind to donate to our home?
Donate?
Well, I did think, when I had a call from the Spaulding Foundation, that it was to arrange a donation.
Oh, dear, that's my fault. I'm sorry. I should have been more specific on the telephone.
Yeah, of course, we would both be glad to make a personal donation.
Oh,
But
yes.
that's not why you wanted to see me.
No, it isn't. We're in the process of trying to locate a child on behalf of its natural parents.
Well, I'm afraid I can't help you. Our records are completely confidential.
Now, Mrs. Donnelly, we realize that you cannot violate the rights of the adopted parents.
We're only seeking to reassure the biological parent that the child is safe.
I know.
And they have no intention of disrupting this child's life.
Absolutely none. They just want to make sure their little girl is healthy and happy.
No, well, in spite of all that, our policy is such that...
Forgive me, but the child was put up for adoption at birth. A year later, the adoptive parents were killed. Now, we're just trying to make sure that from that point on, the child was well taken care of.
Well, if she was placed with Little Angels, I can guarantee it. I mean, we run a very reputable institution.
Yes, I'm sure that you do. It's just that the parents are rather desperate for some information.
Well, the fact is that they forfeited the right to that information when they elected to give the child away.
Mrs. Donnelly, you have to help us find this little girl.
Mrs. Lewis, one would assume that you had a personal investment in finding this child.
Go ahead.
The child that we are speaking of is our child. And you're right. I gave her up for adoption. I felt that I was doing the right thing. At the time, I don't know anymore now. Mrs. Donnelly, all that I want to know is that she is healthy, that she is happy, and that she is with people who love her as much as we would have loved her. So, do you think that you can help us find our baby girl?
All right.
Mrs. Donnelly, thank you.
But don't thank me yet. I have to see how we can work this out.
Yes, yes. Oh, I have it written down for you. Little girl, blonde, last name Carter.
I see. And she was placed at Little Angels by the brother of the deceased mother, Gordon Matthews. What's this date? I can't quite make it out.
1970.
What is it? What's wrong?
We had a fire at the home 6 years ago. All of the placement records before that date were destroyed.
So we've reached a dead end. Damn it.
Now, wait a minute. Maybe our little girl wasn't placed with the family until after the fire. What about that, Mrs. Donnelly?
We pride ourselves at Little Angels of placing every child by the time they're 10 years old. If they're not adopted, they're at least placed with a foster family.
Well, she would have been over 11. She would have been already gone. And I'll never know where or with whom.
I'm so sorry.
Mrs. Donnelly, I'd like to thank you for coming over here today. You have been very kind to us.
I know how hard this must be for you. But there's one thing you can rely on. If your little girl went through our home, I'm sure she found a good and loving family. Now, you hang on to that.
so sure that we would find her this time.
So was I.
I don't know how much more of this I can take.
Hi, darling. How are you? Huh? How you doing today? Mwah. Well, you used to love it when I surprised you at the office.
I still do. I just have a lot on my mind.
Oh, well, I just went shopping and bought Jessie the most beautiful, delicious cranberry-colored sweater. As a matter of fact, it was identical to one that I had my senior year in high school. You wouldn't remember that sweater by any chance, would you?
I'm afraid I don't know.
Oh, well, I just thought I'd buy her something. She's been so down since she broke up with Simon, but she told me that she may have a date. I think it's with the older brother that Kelly Ann, Dinah's friend. And I actually personally am thrilled. I said, darling, you're such a gorgeous girl, and you have your entire life in front of you. I mean, just enjoy it.
Stop it, all right?
What?
Did it ever occur to you that it may be difficult for me to listen to you ramble on about your daughter given my present circumstances?
No. No, it didn't. It won't happen again.
Calloway.
No, I'm obviously irritating you
Calla,
a great deal.
I want you to stay. Please. It's just that I received some bad news.
What?
Vanessa and I met with the director of the foundling home where Gordon placed our daughter. They had a fire a few years back, and records were destroyed. So it was a dead end for us. We're no closer to finding her now than we were before.
Oh, no.
We were so close this time that I thought this was it.
Oh, honey, I'm so sorry.
Actually,
So sorry.
Vanessa, that I'm really worried about. I mean, everything in her life has been turned upside down because of this search, and now Billy has walked out on her just when she needs him the most.
Well, I'm sure that she can count on you for comfort and support, darling.
I do what I can. I'm not sure that it can... What's the matter?
Isn't it obvious?
No.
Ross, you swore to me that Vanessa was not using this baby to get you.
She's not.
She is, too. Can't you hear yourself? You're obsessed with her.
Vanessa is my friend, and she needs me right now.
But what about my needs? Don't they count?
I have lived and breathed your needs for months. I've done everything possible to make you feel safe and cared for and happy.
And now you resent me. Is that it?
No, but it's a two-way street, and if you're going to take from somebody so freely, you'd best be prepared to give some of it back, or else...
Or else what, Ross?
I am telling you that you should stop continually thinking about yourself and consider my feelings for a change.
Well, why don't you go find Vanessa and commiserate? I'm sure she'll be great comfort.
Did I come at a bad time?
So what else is new? Billy, look, I thought the reason that I went to New York instead of you is so that you could work out your problems.
Yeah, so did I, but some problems are just too damn big to get around.
Not for someone who loves Vanessa as much as you do.
I thought that was true, but...
What's wrong?
Billy, what's the problem?
17 years ago, Vanessa had a child. Ross's.
You never knew.
No, she never even told Ross. She put it up for adoption, and now they're both looking for her. A girl. They had a daughter.
Wow.
And she never told me about it, so the whole relationship has been built on a lie.
She told you about it now?
Well, come on, look. It's not just that they have a child. It's that she had it with Ross. She spends all the time with Ross. I am feeling a little on the outside.
Well, she was just here with you.
Whose side are you on, anyway?
Well, actually, I'm on Vanessa's side.
Thanks a lot.
Look, Billy, Ross and Vanessa are looking for their child. That's their first priority now. How else could it be?
Think about it, Billy. I mean, Lord, if I found out I had a child somewhere, I'd move mountains to find it. I wouldn't let anything or anybody get in the way.
He's on Channel 2.
This portion of Guiding Light is presented by Tartar Control Crest. Original flavor and now in a new fresh mint gel. And by Safeguard, the combination of maximum deodorant soap protection and a rich, thick lather.
I don't think I've ever had a sweeter apology in my life.
Well, I think I owed you one. I was a little, overreactive the other night.
Don't worry, it's impossible for me to hold a grudge against anyone with such exquisite taste.
Oh, thank you. Actually, India had something else picked out.
Oh. Well, I'm glad you went with your choice. India's taste lean toward the ordinary. She's never really understood me.
Hey, we better get going. We're going to make our reservation at the Blue Grotto.
The Blue Orchid, Mark. You are new to Springfield.
You're absolutely right.
Look, your dinner invitation was really too much on the heels of such an extravagant gift. I can't possibly accept.
Well, then why am I here?
Dinner's on me tonight.
Well, and, what are we having?
Nothing fancy. Duck à l'orange, wild rice.
Oh, that is really nice. You have no idea how tiring hotel food is.
The monogram butter loses its charm after a while.
Thank you, Alexandra. Really, it's more than I can say.
Tell me, Mark, are you one of those, self-sufficient men who likes to do all of his own cooking?
Well, I can fry an egg and grill a piece of steak and, I make a mean pot of chili, but that's about it.
Stick to hotel food. Or better yet, get yourself an apartment and expand your menu. Are you planning on staying in Springfield?
Well, actually, staying was out of the question until this afternoon.
Oh?
Yes, you see, Cedars doesn't actually own the laser equipment that I need for my surgery. They had to go and rent it for my 2 operations. It's rather expensive equipment. It's state-of-the-art stuff.
Well, what happened this afternoon?
Well, the foundation received an anonymous donation earmarked for the laser equipment.
Why, that's amazing. It's like a miracle.
Downright uncanny. So, it looks as if I'm going to be practicing at Cedars permanently.
This calls for celebration.
Oh. Say, can I help you there?
Yes, please.
Well, how impressive.
All right, I confess, I am no stranger to the good life.
Aha.
To you, Mark, you are just what Springfield needs.
$250,000.
And here is your goblet.
Thank you. I hope we can do business again sometime.
So do I, Mr. Drant. Don't do that to me, especially when there's this much money around.
Awe-inspiring, isn't it? I told you I'd make you a wealthy woman, even with my cut.
Something's wrong here.
What are you talking about?
Nobody pays $250,000 for a $100,000 object, even if they are a connoisseur of art. What are you getting me into?
India, you are such a killjoy sometime. I advise you to count the money and your
I
blessing.
mean it, Alan. You tell me the whole story, or my days of middleman are over.
All right. Now, the goblet, as they say in the vernacular, is hot.
You ruined me.
Now, keep your voice
You
down.
know I can't afford to peddle stolen goods. I have a record, remember?
Calm down. It was laundered.
Oh, wonderful.
Well, you saw the documentation from the gallery in Switzerland. It looked authentic, didn't it?
Oh, you are too much. You take the cake. Let me tell you something, Alan. If I get caught, I'm bringing you down with me.
I didn't doubt that for a moment, which is why I made sure that neither one of us was vulnerable. India, with those papers, no one can prove that you knew you were receiving stolen goods.
What about when the buyer displays his object?
People buy stolen art for the sheer pleasure of owning something that no one else can lay claim to, that no one even knows about. So relax. You're completely safe.
What if something goes wrong? Alan, the only reason I took this gallery is so I had a respectable occupation for Dory, and now you've turned me into a high-class fence.
Well, it suits you pretty well.
No. I will not do it. Get yourself another fool.
Fine. In that case, I'll relieve you of your ill-gotten gains.
No.
No?
Are you sure that no one will find out about this?
Not unless you tell them yourself.
And I can make enough to afford the castle and support my father and Dory?
I guarantee it.
All right, you've got yourself a partner in crime. Oh. No, don't get carried away. I'm not very happy about it.
Well, I advise you to count your money. You'll feel better. Better yet, why don't we have dinner together and we can hash out the plan?
I can't. I'm busy tonight.
Not with Mark Jarrett. I believe he's having dinner with
I
Alexander.
wasn't referring to Dr. Jarrett, thank you.
And then you concede that Alex has the edge with him.
I most certainly do not. Not for long, anyway.
Well, look, I'm sorry, but Blake appears to be late.
Oh, yeah, he called and he said he got hung up at court this morning.
Yeah, that's his usual excuse. What time did you tell your attorney to be here, Miss?
I'm sorry?
Your attorney, what time did you tell him to meet us?
Oh, no.
What is it?
I forgot to tell him that we rescheduled the meeting. Damn.
Well, look, you can call now. We can wait and...
I don't want to wait, Kyle. I'm fed up with waiting. I just want to get this situation over with.
Well, all right, then. Look, you can look over the consent forms while we're waiting. I've signed mine already.
Okay.
Here.
Oh, hold on just a second now. You shouldn't sign it. You know, you might be just signing your life away. Yeah.
Okay. Now what?
Well, now I'm afraid we're at a standstill until Blake arrives for the rest of this form.
This is intolerable.
Well, at least I told my attorney we were having a meeting.
Don't harass me, Kyle.
Say, how's Ben? I hear he's a great little pistol. I mean, Kyle never stops talking about him.
Ben's fine.
I'm glad to hear he wasn't seriously ill.
His cold is almost gone.
You know, you could clear something up for me. Where did Ben exactly come from? I mean, who were his real parents?
It doesn't matter. I take care of him. I love him. He's mine. Just stay away.
What are you trying to do to me?
Maeve, are you all right?
You know. You knew when I walked in here. This is just like you, Kyle. It's just like you. Stay away from me.
You better call that back.
No.
Maeve, you need a doctor.
I need some answers. Where did you get this?
Get what? What is that?
That's just an invoice from India's gallery. There's nothing to get excited about.
Maeve. Maeve, where are you going? What?
Whoa. Oh, you're just going to provoke her if you go after her.
That's worse than I thought.
Kyle, she's sick. She needs help.
certainly in no condition to raise a baby now, is she?
I can't believe a court would award her custody of anybody in this condition.
Well, the court isn't going to, not if I have anything to say about it. Excuse me.
Who are you going to call?
A friend.
You want me to...
Someone who can help. No, I want you to stay right here. Hello. Yes, it's me. I'm glad I caught you. Yeah, it was good seeing you, too. Yes, she and I seem to be on the right track now. Look, I'm calling you about something else, though. It has to do with Maeve. She was just here. She needs professional help. Yeah, I know, but it's the baby I'm concerned about. Yeah, you're right. That might be the only solution.
Oh, boy.
Hi, special delivery for Miss Reva Shane.
That's me.
Sign here, please.
Oh, this is one of those new videotapes, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Who's it from?
Oh, I just saw the stuff. Oh, you're supposed to play the tape before you open the box.
Okie dokie. Here you go.
All right.
Okay. Oh, wait! I don't have a video machine.
You do now.
Oh, come on in, put it on the table over there. Oh. Wait, here you go. There.
Oh. If I weren't on duty, I'd kiss you.
Come on, get out of here. Thanks so much.
Yep.
Oh, Kyle.
Hey, hi. What's the matter? You all right?
Where is he? Where's
He's
Ben?
upstairs sleeping. I know. Come on, tell me what's wrong.
No!
No, I'm not going to let you go until you tell me what's wrong.
It's Kyle.
What did he do to you?
Nothing yet. I have to go upstairs and pack.
What are we talking about?
I'm taking Ben, and I'm getting out of Springfield for good.
It's never easy losing someone you love. And sometimes the hurt makes us do things we later regret.
You know, it's the overwhelming sense of frustration that's the worst. It's the helplessness.
You're thinking about your wife, aren't you?
It's something I'd really rather not talk about.
I understand. When my son died, I shut everyone out. I didn't think anyone could understand the measure of my grief. I was so bitter.
I threw myself into my work. Well, it was the only thing I had, the only thing that mattered, really.
There is a lot more to life than work.
Well, so I'm beginning to believe.
Alex. Oh, forgive me. I didn't mean to interrupt your dinner.
Then don't.
Well, dining at the Alexander's is becoming quite a ritual for you, isn't it?
Hello, Ellen. May I use your phone?
Ah, duty calls.
Yes, of course, Mark. Right over here.
Thank you.
I didn't think specialists made house calls anymore.
Don't you have better things to do with your time than spy on me?
I wanted to make sure that my sister wasn't being taken advantage of. You're paying the doctor's salary. Do you have to feed him as well?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, stop. You never were capable of playing dumb. I know that you're responsible for the grant that's funding Dr. Carrott's new laser equipment. At least it's not a sports car for the tennis pro.
Go home and take your nasty little insinuations with you.
I'm sorry if I have to cut this evening short, but I'm needed at the hospital.
Oh, so am I. But I understand. We'll do it again soon.
Yes, Alexander's become quite a good friend to you.
I'd like to thank you for a lovely, lovely dinner. I'll find my way out.
Good night, Mark.
Good night.
You have got a lot of nerve.
Well, why are you so annoyed?
Look, you have enough business of your own to worry about, so stay out of mine.
Oh, I'm on top of my concerns.
Oh, really? Even Senrios?
Look, Maeve, this is why you have to get this out in the open. Having this thing hang over your head like this is tearing you up.
Fletcher, I cannot tell Kyle about Ben until after the divorce. Otherwise, he might not give me one.
So what are you going to do?
I'm going to take Kyle's signed consent and go to Mexico as soon as possible.
Oh,
There's
Maeve.
a place that I can get a divorce within a week.
Maeve, no.
No, wait. Fletcher. I will tell Kyle the truth the minute I get back, but please don't try to stop me now.
Okay, all right, if that's what you have to do. But you're not going to take the baby.
I have to.
Well, why? Look, he's an infant. Why disturb his routine? Just leave him here.
With whom? You know how I feel about leaving him with strangers.
Yes, I do know that, Maeve. That is why I've been on the phone contacting agencies, and I found a beaut. Really, it's rock solid. They have practical nurses 24 hours a day. What Louie and I can't handle, they can.
Okay, all right, I'll call them. And you'll be at the Journal.
Yes, you bet I will. But I'd much rather be with you. Wherever you go, just make sure you're okay.
As long as I know that I have you and Ben to come home to, I'll be better than okay. I'll be happy.
Hi. I didn't know where else to go. Billy doesn't want to have anything to do with me.
Well, Cal and I had words, too.
I'm so sorry. I've messed everything up for everybody.
Well, don't be so hard on yourself. It's my fault, too. But a hug making it ain't better.
Oh, my dear sweet friend. I do love you.
Gala! I have to go talk to her.
You promised the board mineral rights in Senrios. Remember? Or was that just a clever means of ousting me as chairman?
Yes. I think I kept that promise on the back burner far too long. I'll have to take care of it next week.
How do you propose to do that?
By making a trip to San Rios, naturally.
Do you have to go yourself? Can't you send someone else?
That arrest warrant was rescinded. I'm no longer in danger, don't worry.
I'm worried about Tito Montoya. He hates you, Alan.
Tito is in jail, so I have nothing to fear in San Rios.
Spaulding no longer wanted. How can this be? Not to worry. We're back in power now. Well, then I shall reissue the warrant for his arrest immediately. No, now wait. Let Alan think that he's safe. And perhaps he'll come back to San Rios. And what if he does? He's a dead man.
I know you're dying to open the box. Go ahead.
Oh, what?
Wait a minute, wait. Let me fix the camera here. I'm not a pro at this.
Oh, I should have known.
I know how you love mystery and anticipation.
Right.
I love you, Rita. I tried to get rid of it. I couldn't. This is where it belongs. Will you marry me, Reva?
This has been Guiding Light. Fashions provided by Lily Rubin Salon, South Southwest, and Barney's. Jewelry by Stephen Dweck. Be sure to be with us Monday for another full hour of Guiding Light.